Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mini-ITX build series. So here we have made some progress with the case. So here's the prototype for some of the panels that I've made. So I'm going to 3D print this one. This was the last panel. This is going to be our front panel where our fan is going to be mounted onto the back of this. So the fan will be mounted like so. And these are just prototype concept. The finish print will be quite different. So I managed to finish up the top. This is also a prototype plate. And I've made screw holes where the top plate will be screwed in. So all that's really left is the side panel right here and the back panel itself. For the cooling for this, I'll be using AIO that'll be mounted to the top. And with that being said, fans will go on the front. Alright, so that is the progress for the case itself. So moving from that, we're going to be looking at all the parts that have been gathered already and all they fit together, and we'll be looking at the GPU that we'll be using. Benchmark won't be done in this video, but we'll get certain things set up, walk you through how I set up the BIOS and everything, because for our RAM, because RAM is so expensive, I did manage to scavenge some RAM, and there are 4 different models. They're basically mixed brand, 2 Crucial and 2 Kingston, and I managed to get them all set up to run in quad channel, and I'll be walking through how I actually accomplished that. And yeah, so let's move on to getting the GPU out. Alright, so getting this unboxed, let's jump right into it. So for our build, we will be going into, we'll be using that graphics card. And it should work well with whatever component we have. Based on the research that I've done, there shouldn't be any bottleneck, but we'll see if Google is correct where that is concerned. Next, grab our trusty knife. Okay, here we go. And this is what we'll be using. Alright, so let's get to our workbench and get this all set up. Alright, so this is our setup. So we can see we have our Kingston and Crucial, and our Crucial, our Kingston. So based on how all these slots are labeled, so each of these are 1 followed by a letter. So I think this A, B, yes. So it is A, B, C, D. So that's what these are labeled. So A1, B1, C1, and D1. and I realized this motherboard can run in single channel, dual channel, triple channel, or quad channel based on how it is set up. So after doing some digging, I realized that in using mixed RAM, if I put the same modules on the outside and the same ones on the inside, it does come up as quad channel, and these are running at 3200. So I might as well get them from a laptop, well, two laptops that I'm not really using right now. And up here with this cooler, it says it can manage 180 watt, but I've yet to see. I have to actually run it and actually see if it actually works. I know that the CPU does run really hot. And we have our GPU installed, so we're gonna power it up. We're not going to really do any benchmark. We're just going to go to the BIOS and see everything is set up, and in the next video I'll do benchmark, because this monitor is a 1080p and it wouldn't be suitable for the benchmark I want it for. I mean that this will be using on my OLED TV, so and that is roughly around a 4K TV, but we'll see how it runs on it with the games that I'm going to do in benchmark with. So I'll get this all hooked up and let's get started with it. So on the back here, we have connected our mouse keyboard. I just use a wired controller and everything seems to be connected. So we're just gonna power up. Here I've made a power switch, customized power switch for that. We're just gonna connect up our HDMI cable and we'll see what happens. Alright, so here we have our station. Let's check if the power supply is on. Alright. Turn on our monitor. Alright, so now we are at our startup screen here. So let's go into our BIOS and see what's going on. So we are currently booting up. We're going to jump into the BIOS and look at the RAM settings. Alright, so here we can see. So we do have a mixed menu, a mixed RAM installation. So we have 2 Kingston and 2 Crucial, and we can see how the RAM slots are labeled. And based on the manual and a few Google search, that's how it should be installed. At first I installed them normally and I was only getting triple channel, and then after some digging I realized that in order to get the quad channel set up I would have to install them just as it is right now. I managed to do that and I'm getting the full 64 gig at 3200, and that's the current CPU that's in right now. So as explained, this was the base CPU that I got. I bought for like what, $40, and I'm planning to go up another tier, but based on research and all those benchmark websites, pairing this with the current GPU fits well. Most of them says no bottleneck, but I don't know, those websites do their calculations. So I'll be testing that for myself. As I mentioned, on this monitor I won't be using this for the benchmark because this is just a 1080p monitor. I will be using a bigger screen, most likely my television set, because that's what I'll be actually playing games on. So that'll be using for the benchmark. I will be using games that have built-in benchmark features. I won't be actually using any overlay because I want to simulate real world that, you know, when I'm playing a game how it will actually behave, because at no point I'm going to be playing a game with an overlay that will show the specs and everything on FPS. So that's what I'll be doing. So I managed to get the Steam and everything set up on this, and I will be booting into the OS right now. It's running Windows 11, and it will start in big picture mode, and we'll just see how it looks. So let's F10, and we're just gonna wait for it to boot up. Alright, so there it is. Alright, so I will be using the auto login for this, so this doesn't come up. And we're now in Windows 11. Let's see, we're booting into Steam big picture mode, and there we have it. So here we have Crisis, another game that I will be testing out benchmark, and that will be in our next video. You can stay tuned for that one. So this will conclude this video segment, and you can see that our system is running okay so far. I did wanted to check the temperature, because with this cooling, I want to see how it's performing so far. So everything's on performance mode. So let's go to system info. So right now it is idling at around 54 with no load. So when we run a game and load it up, we'll see how it runs. But I am planning to get all-in-one cooler to fit into the case that will fit onto this board, so that we won't experience any thermal throttling. So yeah, that will be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Let and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.